everyone. So good to be with you in this special episode. We are going to learn about interpreting Bible correctly. So for that we need to know how the Bible is written and how many books are there and how these books are divided and what kind of styles or genres they are there in the Bible. As you can see in this picture, the Bible is basically divided into two main books, that is the Old Testament and the New Testament. Old Testament is about the Lord and the messianic prophecies and about the coming Messiah that would save the entire world, and he would be born in the among the people of Israel. And the New Testament is about the arrival of Messiah and the things that have happened later on. The Old Testament is basically categorized into four main categories. There are subcategories as well that we are going to see in the future. And New Testament is also having four main categories. In the Old Testament, we saw that there is law or the Torah. The first 5 books are the commandment or the law that is given by the Lord through Moses to the people of Israelites especially. This is the covenant that they have to follow, and their blessings are covenant based. The Lord loves them so much, but their blessing or success is all covenant based here. And the history is the historical things that have happened from Joshua to Esther, right from where they were there in the promised land and when they went into exile. Everything is grouped into a historical writing. And the next, from Job to Song of Songs, we see that there's poetry section and also wisdom sayings. And the wisdom sayings are very much useful to how to apply God's wisdom in our life, situations day to day. And the poetry section, it mainly focuses on the emotions and how we can talk to God and how God speaks to us and how we can describe God and how even the human relationships in the Song of Songs and how we can pray. Everything is there in the poetical style. So we are going to dig into that as well. And the next one is the prophets books, prophecies from Isaiah to Malachi. It is about both the combination of the message of judgment and hope to the people of Israel. And it's about the promise of the Messiah that is to come. So there are a lot of prophecies about the coming Messiah, and Messiah has come in the New Testament time period onwards. The first 4 books are Gospels. Obviously, these are about the birth, death, resurrection, and ascension of Jesus Christ, his teachings, his life, his miracles, and what he had done on this earth. Everything written out, well written by these 4 gospel writers. And the Acts is about the history of early church formation, how the church has come. It is purely the work of the Holy Spirit God, and Acts is the complete compilation how the Holy Spirit God worked in those times to bring in God's church, the Lord's church, into so many people, among so many people, and how it got spread and how the gospel has reached to the ends of the earth. And the epistles they are generally written to the churches, to strengthen them in their faith, to encourage them, to counsel them, and to resolve any hard issues. And these letters are circulated and they are well preserved. They're written with some theological insights that are meant to those times. And we can also draw the proper insights from these letters. And Revelation is a prophetical book of the New Testament. It has got so many mysteries, and it's a book of hope, and it's a book of divine will of God for us, and how Jesus would take away his bride church and finishes off or completely eliminates the evil. That's what is written in Revelation. So this is the basic division of the Old Testament and New Testament, the entire Bible. These are the main categories. We are going to learn about a genre called narrative. Narratives are nothing but the real incidents that have happened and they are recorded in the Bible. Narrative has a basic key message, and that key message is told in a story type. Now, how you can understand a narrative, you can look at this picture that I've written out for you, and it's briefly, it starts with an original setting, that is the starting point, and basically what are all the main characters involved, at what time, at what place, and how they do their daily activities. That is the basic setting. And then we can see that there will be a first stage of conflict. There will be a problem that would arise, and then we see that in the third step there will be an escalation. The struggle or the problem escalates to the maximum level, and then there will be a turning point. So to understand, if we look at the life of Joseph from the Old Testament, the narrative starting point would be how people were there, who was Joseph, and he was with his father and his brothers, and what they do every day. And the first stage of conflict is when the brothers would get jealous because of the colorful robe that Jacob would give, and because of the dreams. And the escalation of conflict is when Joseph was thrown into the pit and he was given away as a slave to the Egyptians. So and this escalation, and even Joseph when goes off into much more deeper struggle, that he would end up in a prison. Now the climatic part is where the turning point comes, and for us it is here God steps in, and Joseph becomes a ruler over there, second to Pharaoh, and that is the beginning of the climatic section. And then we can see that all the problems that have escalated in the first part of the narrative, one by one, every problem would be resolved here. So Joseph was given an important position, and the brothers would come. So we can see that there is a reversal of the things that are happening. And how the reversal things happen, it is when Joseph was sent with food, so that he would give to the brothers, and he would give a report to his father. And here Joseph ends with giving absolute fantastic supper to all the brothers, and Joseph later on would unite with his father. So that's how we can see that a narrative has things that get reversed, and there is a God's answer, fantastic, fabulous answer to reverse whatever has happened in the earlier part of the narrative. So the Lord brings in his answer. That's how we have to look at the narrative. And most importantly, we should see the picture of Christ in every narrative, in every story type. We should see how Jesus, the type of Jesus, is mentioned here. And we can see that Joseph has got the heart of Christ in forgiving his brothers and forgiving his enemies, and bringing out so much of favor and giving away generous gifts to them, and taking care of them in the future, just like Jesus would do for us as he forgives us. So this is about Old Testament narrative. Today we are going to meet in the another episode, and we'll dig in more.